Yes, sir. All right, you want to rate this?
Label branding. This is actually pretty cool because they got the crest of the company on top of the cork. It's nice and fancy with the gold flakes. Tells you it's 20 years old. It's 80 proof, so I can slam it and not be too crazy. Aged rum, special reserve. Autentico Nativo. Which is trademarked, by the way, in case anyone didn't know.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah, it is.
Let's see.
Is that what the R means?
Yeah.
I thought trademark was TM. Color code, said, documents, TM.
It is. But then what is the R? Copyright?
I think that's a C.
Yeah, what's the R for? Reserve?
Rum, R.
How do we not know all this corporate language? We're supposed to know all the corporate language.
The small R mean? It just, the first result was, what does a small intestine do? Jesus. What does a small R in a circle mean?
The
R in a circle comes from U.S. law and indicates that a trademark is registered with the U.S. Trademark Office, USPTO. Use of the R symbol confirms the mark's full trademark protection. Then what the hell is a TM? Is that a verbal trademark?
In case anyone else is wondering, too, the small intestine is used to pull and extract nutrients from the food that you digest with the use of a villi. Go ahead, Derek.
Okay, so the trademark symbol, subscript or superscript TM, is used to indicate that the preceding mark is a trademark, while the R in a circle indicates a registered trademark.
So it's like a step above.
Yeah.
So Autentico Nativo is untouchable.
Basically. If you try to trademark this, you're going to get sued so hard.
Sued for all the money.
What I also like about this is it comes in a cool cylinder.
I agree.
It just adds something to it. I don't know. I really like when things come with packaging.
Yeah, that's why you love scotch. Scotch.
Down into my belly. All right,
So
label
I'm going to
branding.
go A++.
A++.
I'll write this one down as well.
I agree. Nose.
There is a strong ethanol for me today, so I'm picking up a lot of that. Doesn't mean it's a good or a bad thing. It's just, it is what it is.
I'm picking up a little toffee or chocolate.
Are you really?
Yeah.
What do we say? A++?
Or coffee. Yeah, A++.
Or coffee?
Yeah.
What the hell kind of coffee you drinking?
Black coffee, like the real man coffee. Not any of that freaking sugar and sweet and everything nice. What?
You're a disaster.
You're not picking any of that up? I'm picking like strong hints of toffee.
Oh, I thought you said, wait, toffee or coffee? Because I'm picking up like a, almost a little bit of like a walnut and then kind of like a toffee with a T, but not a coffee with a C. You're really getting coffee?
A little bit.
No, I'm picking up ethanol and I'm picking up a little bit of a walnut hint. That's about it. Probably way off, but that's okay. Playoffs. We're one game at a time, week to week.
I had no. Okay, so I'm Googling way too much today.
And there's some caramel or caramel, depending if you're odd. But from a rating standpoint, I'm going to give it an A.
Yeah, I think toffee is number one for me.
Toffee.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. I agree.
I agree.
Initial
Why do
taste.
they make those so close together? I mean, you bring one letter out and it's coffee.
Andy, you literally blocked off both of my ears with these muffs, even though I'm supposed to hear you through them. Either way.
I'm pretty sure I actually did say coffee, though.
That's why I asked you, how do you drink it? And then you said black. You literally acknowledged it. God, you're the literal worst. God.
All right, so anyway.
Initial taste.
Caramel. Or caramel. Sorry, if you're odd.
And that's strong up front, too. Like, that actually blasts your mouth.
And like a little... Jesus Christ.
I'm in trouble. Fine. We're never going to get subsidized. Or monetized. There's the first Mikeism.
We're never going to break off into smaller entities ever. I don't even know if that's what subsidized means. All right, so anyway. Jesus Christ. I don't know why people listen.
I don't either. They're probably just sitting there. That wasn't funny. Why are you laughing? With zero emotion watching on their TV screen. Or their phone. I hope our mega fans at least get a chuckle out of it.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
My microphone thing is broken. Hello?
All right, initial taste. Caramel. Toffee. Also, I found something out. There are, I believe I still have the text. Because I don't want to butcher it. I definitely don't have the text anymore, so that sucks.
Man.
Unless I did send it to you. Hold on. Remember when I told you about
All right, well,
breathing versus tasting?
correct.
That's important for the initial taste. Anyways, go ahead. What was your point? What were you going to say?
I was going to say, we're still in the Wednesday rum review, so we should keep it abbreviated.
Oh, yeah. I'm a disaster.
No, it's fine. We already had 1,000 spin-offs. Playoffs.
So there's 5 taste sensors in your mouth, but 21 in your nasal cavity. That's why people naturally smell food before they bite into it if they're hesitant on if they're going to like it or not. And then that's why there's a nosing aspect in regards to whiskey, wine, even wine, and then food and now rum. So that's a thing. Your nose tells you just as much about some things' taste as much as your mouth does. So now you know.
What that mouth do?
Let me know what that mouth do. So
My thing's falling down.
So caramel, toffee, and what else are you getting in the initial taste? Because that's what I'm picking up. And then for a rating, I'll note it down.
Kind of like a little wood sugar.
It is sugary, but I think that's just because it's rum.
Well, and it's also been in a bourbon barrel for 20 years. So you would expect to have some of that wood sugars come through too.
Wood sugar. For a rating, I'm going to go A++.
Mm-hmm. I enjoy this initial taste.
I agree. Ending note. You do get kind of like the char aspect from the bourbon, but I'm not here to say that that's literally all you pick up on the ending note or that's all it is. It is oily, especially for a rum. I don't know if that's because of the aging process or not. I also don't know how long rums are typically aged for.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Because I'm not an aficionado, but yeah, what's neat about this is that it will make a great cocktail. And it also can be consumed neat, which does speak a lot to the product of what it is, because most rums are extremely off-putting if you're having it neat. So to incorporate this into your inventory and to have it on your shelf, it's not a bad buy at all, because you can do a lot with this, just like any other rum. But typically, there's only one other rum that you can have neat, and it's like from Jamaica,
right? Where
it's an import. You really can. It's not even an import. You basically can't buy it unless you're there, and then you bring it home. So I'm excited that this is something that is in Rochester. You can pick it up and experience it, because it's worth a try.
If you want to get into bourbon and you're a rum fan, I would pick up this, because you're getting a ton of flavor profiles that are similar to bourbon.
Yeah, you're picking up like the oils and the caramel and somewhat of a honey blend with the caramel. It's just not.
All right, so ending rating, what did we get? Or the ending note rating?
We didn't rate it yet.
Right,
We're
so
trying to figure out the tasting notes for the ending note.
A+.
I'm gonna go A+.
Yeah, and just like a sugar char and a little bit of what, like a caramel honey.
I'm gonna go honey, char, honey and a char, and then for final rating, Give me that countdown.
3, 2, 1.